This week, you got a droid, you got an iPhone, you've got miracles in your pockets. That's the cops. Better run. This episode of Scam School brought to you by GoDaddy and Netflix. Go to netflix.com/scamschool for your free trial membership. Welcome to the only show with more alcohol than Everclear. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we have a miracle sent in to me by email all the way from Argentina. It is a brilliant new principle that you can use on your phone to do some mathematical prediction and wizardry. Let's check it out. Holy crap, it is so good to meet you guys. I'm Brian. You are Adam and Keelan. Awesome. All right, now here's something that we've never ever done on Scam School before. In the middle of a 3-day shoot, I got an email this morning from somebody on the other side of the world with a trick that blew my mind so hardcore that I want to try it out right now for Scam School and see for myself whether or not it works as well as it did when I tried it by myself, all right? So, but I do need an iPhone, and we were talking beforehand, you showed me your iPhone. I think that'll work nicely. Do me a favor, open up the calculator app, because we're gonna do some math here. Now don't worry, you guys don't have to pay attention to the math. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna multiply a whole bunch of random numbers, but before we do, I'm gonna jot down a little prediction here, and it's a secret prediction, so don't try to watch what I am writing right now. There we go. All right, I'm gonna put my secret prediction, I'm gonna tuck it under my beer, because everybody knows that a beer is the best security guard. Okay, we're gonna multiply numbers together, and first I want a 4-digit number, so I'll even let you guys decide. I want a birth date as far as the year you were born. It could be yours, it could be yours. Which one do you want?
Go yours. Go mine, 1986.
1986, all right, so 1986 in there. Now give me, it could be yours or yours. It should be the day of the month that you were born.
All right, 25.
Times 25, okay? And now we're gonna do either one. It could be yours, it could be yours. I want the month that you were born.
I'll go with 2.
2, so times 02. And then I tell you what, let's get another big number. Give me the last 4 of either, or you could tell me either the last 4 or the first 3 digits of your social security number. Whichever one, whoever wants to go.
7804.
Times 7804. Okay? Any 1-digit number you could think of.
1.
Times 1. All right? Now, again, totally fair. You watch me put all the numbers in. It's your iPhone.
Okay.
You guys decided who said what number and when, and we came up with, you go ahead and press equals on there. What do we end up with? 31,415,902.
What it says?
Check out my prediction.
Let's see here.
Pretty good. 31,415,902. And what I love is like clearly, like you're kind of annoyed. Keelan's freaking pissed because that's his iPhone and his program, and you guys picked all the numbers. Did you guys like that?
Yeah.
More importantly, do you want to know how it's done? No? Well, in that case, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Scam School. We're totally done now. No, I'll hook you up, but first, we got to thank our sponsors. With more than 15 million members, you know Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming TV episodes and movies over the internet and sending DVDs by the mail. Members can select from a growing library of titles that can be watched instantly and a vast array of titles on DVD. Among the large and expanding number of devices, you can watch them on the Xbox 360, Sony's PS3, the Nintendo Wii. Find movies you love easily. Don't forget your computer, dude. I watch half of mine on my computer. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you get DVDs by mail in about 1 business day. You watch as many movies as you want. Shipping's always free, never any late fees or due dates. As a new member and Scam School viewer, you can get a free trial membership. Head on over to netflix.com/scamschool. Sign up now. You gotta use this URL. It's the only way they know. It's my free beers getting tricks that are keeping them in business. All right, now obviously Keelan was the one who was more impressed with this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed off are you right now?
9.5.
Do you have any theories, any ideas of how it's done?
Baffled.
Well, that's good. That's a good place to be. But Adam, you seemed a little less impressed. Do you have a theory?
I don't want to make a fool of myself. Were you multiplying the entire time?
I was, yeah, and that's one thing I can tell you. Complete fact. You could have watched over my shoulders and you'd see I pressed all the buttons. And in fact, I could hand it over to you and have you do all the multiplication yourself because the secret is so freaking brilliant.
The 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'll tell you. Oh, see, I know what you're.
1, 2, 3.
I'll tell you what it is.
4,
Watch
2.
this. Here's the actual fact. The reason this works is because, especially on the iPhone, and there is a way to do it on the Droid and some of the other smartphones out there, and I'll go through them, but specifically the iPhone, when you hold it this way, it looks like a dumb calculator. A dumb calculator operates in series. Whatever you type, it does just that operation and then ends. But secretly, it's actually a scientific calculator. And a scientific calculator knows the importance of the order of operations. Do you remember the order of operations? It's the one that says that you do multiplication before you do addition. So if I were to say 1 plus 3 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 6, it would first multiply 3 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 6 and then add 1. So what I do is, remember earlier, because I mentioned that I checked out your iPhone beforehand.
Yeah.
The moment you handed over your iPhone, the first thing I did was I found your calculator. I hit clear, I cleared everything out.
The setting.
What I did was I just typed in 314,159,02, 31,415,902. And then I put plus 0 times. And then I closed it out. Now what this means is I preset, this is the other thing. The iPhone will remember that forever.
Because you're multiplying every time.
Exactly. So what we did is I told it, I gave it a specific number, I said plus 0 times a whole bunch of numbers. And as we know, 0 times anything is
Whatever it is.
0, right? 0 times anything is 0 plus my number. So in this case, after checking out your phone and just poking around for a few seconds, I set it up and I handed it back to you. And you could do that early in the night and wait until way later. Anytime you get your hands on someone else's phone, you can preset your number in there. And the reason it'll work is when you load up the calculator, now you'll notice there is a couple of giveaways. And if somebody's super sharp, they may notice them. You'll notice that the X is highlighted because that's the last button I pushed. Most people won't notice that. There's another thing you'll notice is as you type in numbers and you hit X, in a dumb calculator, it will give you the most up-to-date answer as you go through. But because we're in the middle of this expression, we're continuing to hit numbers times 0, so it keeps coming back to 0. So that's part of the reason I would hit a few numbers, and then I would wait and say, now give me the next number. And you would give me the next number, so I'd hit times, and then start the next number. That way, the amount of time that it's stuck there showing 0 was as small as possible. But now, having said that, you could get somebody who's not even gonna notice, and they will go through the whole thing without ever realizing it. But when you get to the end, no matter what numbers you multiply, it's always gonna end up being the number you preset at the beginning, which for me was 31,415,902, all right? Now that's how you wanna do it on an iPhone. The rules are a little bit different on a Droid. If you got a Droid, you'll notice that the way the Droid handles it is you'll enter your number, 314,105,02 plus 0 times. So in this case, you see it shows your history on here. Now that would have you totally screwed. But what I would do for this is I would say, here, give me a 4-digit number. Tell me a 4-digit number.
321.
321, that's 3 digits, and 4. There you go, 3214 times, and then you give me a 4-digit number.
8,412.
8,412. Now at this point, my numbers have filled up the screen, so I would start the first 2 numbers like it was me doing them, and then I'd be like, oh, I shouldn't do this. Here, I don't even want to touch it. Here, Adam, you do it. Here, you type it in. Now you pick another 3-digit number. So multiply times the 3-digit number.
654.
Oops. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever, right?
Whatever.
And then
number
so
works,
you would complete the whole operation, right? You would do all the other numbers, and then when you get to the end, no matter what, no matter how many of these numbers you put in, no matter what you put in there, the expression will come out when you hit equal. You'll get 31,415,902.
Very good.
Make sense? Now here's the important question. Now that you understand the principles of it, which one of you is going to try to perform it on the rest of us?
It's a scam. How about not?
Keelan's scared, but Adam looks like
I got a challenge for you. How about on that?
BlackBerry is a piece of junk. It's not going to work with the BlackBerry. But you can have your choice of the iPhone or the Droid, and we'll do that right after the break.
You need to get a better phone.
Yes. GoDaddy's hosting plans are bigger and better than ever with 99.9% uptime,
free 24/7 support and no annual commitment. But I know what you're asking. How can GoDaddy make me famous? And the answer is simple. Why don't you jump into our Domain Smack contest? Domains are so ridiculously cheap through GoDaddy.com that you can register them just to mock your friends. Think of an insulting, demeaning domain and register it and point it to your friend's website. You could get political, you could get activist, it doesn't matter. Just think of an insulting domain and register at GoDaddy.com with promo code SCAM10 at checkout. And not only will you get the domain for about $8, they will forward it anywhere you want absolutely free. Once you've registered your Domain Smack, write me directly at Brian@Revision3. If I like it, we'll feature it right here on the show. Not only are you getting cheap domains, not only are you getting to insult your friends, but you're getting famous too. Get your piece of the internet at GoDaddy.com. All right, Adam. Final exam time. This is like a duel. You have to choose your weapon. Are you going to go Droid or iPhone?
I think I'll go iPhone.
Okay, so grab the iPhone, and in fact, let the camera see as you perform.
All right,
so
let's
we know
do this thing. I'll write down a number. It's top secret, but the numbers you give me are going to add up to that. So,
oh wow,
I guess we'll do.
This is impressive. I think this would be a hell of a trick.
All right, so
you got a prediction here? I'll cover up. I'll let my beer protect your.
I don't know if I trust your beer.
You know what? My beer is on my payroll. That's the only problem.
So I've got the calculator app open.
Yeah.
Give me a number. I don't care. I don't even care how many numbers it is. Like how many digits.
How about 3652?
All right. Why don't you give me something?
You gonna multiply all these? Is that what you said?
I am.
You said add, but I think you meant multiply.
Probably whatever.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Okay. Now you
We're
get
at a bar, whatever. So give me a 5-digit.
3,473.5.
Ooh, throwing a curveball.
No, try it.
See if it still works. Who knows? Give me a decimal to the thousandth place. I can't even say that.
A recurrent number.
328.
0.328.
Yeah, there you go.
And one more, we'll do two-digit number and a decimal to the 100th place.
24.32.00005.
There you go. Wow, that's hard.
Not to the 100th place. We'll do it anyway.
Crazy, man.
All
That's
right.
insane.
So, who wants to press equals? Who wants to add it all up?
Yeah, and I verify you actually did punch in all those numbers, so I'm gonna hit equals. Well, what are the odds that it would end up as a whole number? That's incredible. Who would have thought that? But we got 98,765,431, which looks an awful lot like someone just pressed 987654331.
You know what?
I don't know. Maybe that's it. You know,
There are coincidences every day.
I want to see your prediction.
Things happen.
I want to see your prediction. Your prediction was. Oh, you read it. You missed one digit. You missed your 2. But that was freaking amazing, though, dude. That was incredible. Adam, you totally got it.
Oh yeah, almost. I was only like a few million off.
Give it up for me,
Yeah.
dude. Enjoy it. Use it in good health. You guys are freaking awesome. First and foremost, want to give a huge thanks to Martin Clarigo all the way down in Argentina for sending this tidbit in. Couple things to remember when you pull it off though. First of all, you can let somebody else actually punch in all the numbers. The only problem with that, especially on the iPhone, is that there's a chance they may see that every time they hit the times button, it goes back to 0. That can be a clue that lets them know something's afoot. Second of all, when you construct your performance, make sure to give context to all of the numbers. Don't just ask them to come up with a bunch of random numbers off the top of your head because those don't mean anything. Instead, ask for the date they were born or their mother's height or the last 4 digits of their social security number. It doesn't matter. The more personal you make it, the more amazing it'll be when it looks like you knew all that information right from the beginning. Now, I want to hear about your success stories and failure stories, so post them at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool, where you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. And if you're doing the Twitter thing, go ahead and ask me questions online at twitter.com/wood. I reply to just about every @reply I get. And of course, you can follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool. Next week, it's back to basics. We're going to be learning balloon animals using condoms. But first, I'm going to get a pizza. This looks good. Smells good. This week, got an iPhone, got a Droid, you've got a pocket full of miracles! You should appreciate the things you have. It's an amazing world we live in. Phones that are computers. Computers that can be phones. It's wizardry, man. The future's beautiful. You're beautiful. I never told you that because I was kind of ashamed. I didn't want to just have, it's kind of weird to have this conversation. Don't you pan away from me. You come back here. Why do you always leave me? So alone. First, I'm gonna grab a pizza. This is good stuff over here. Hi, how are you guys doing? I just wanted to end the shot by walking in.